Hey everybody out there, my name is Dragnix, and this is in Verbis Vertis, $19.99 on the Steam store. It is a puzzle first-person exploration game. I don't want to say shooter because there's not a lot of shooting elements to it. This is a lock-on. This is a game which I think will go to a specific audience, but not necessarily everybody. And I want to tell you exactly why as we go along. Now, in Verbis Vertis, it's his unique mechanic is that you cast spells using the microphone. It's an interesting concept, and it does do some of it well. It's an okay execution though, and I want to show exactly what I'm talking about. Now, this is the world of In Verbis Vertis, and the first thing you'll notice is that the frame rates and the details pop in a little bit. When it first loads in, there is a definite drop in things, but as it goes along, it gets better and better. Now, there are certain areas that are worse than others, but we'll go, you know, a little bit of a pace here. All right. Like I said, the unique hook is to cast spells using the microphone. So if I wanted some light, Lume Tiao. I click the left mouse button, put up my hand, and then unclick it when I've done saying the phrase. Now, like if I want to beam a light, Echo Lume. Those are the two spells that I have at this point in the game, and I can use them whenever I need to. So I know that there's some enemies that are going to come over here. Echo Lume. And I could use it to burn them at this point and make sure that they don't damage me. I do have a health bar. I will recover some health with these orbs here. So the job it does is simple enough. Now, you can adjust the microphone settings via speech recognition. You can actually say the phrase so that it always recognizes you. I haven't gotten to the point where, like, I could say random phrases. You'll see that random phrases of phrases. Like I said, you know, it's time to light up a situation or something, like something clever. But when you're actually trying to pronounce the word that it's trying to say, it does work pretty well. Now, there is an English version of it, but the thing is, it doesn't immerse you as well in the game when you pronounce the English portion as opposed to everything else. Alright, so we're going to wait for this elevator. You'll notice the artwork is and graphics are done reasonably well here. In particular, when light is shown, it does a very good job of, you know, lighting up a room or lighting up a section. It does a very good job at that, in fact. Alright, so we're going to go down this elevator here. There are little details on the wall. They will pop in every once in a blue moon, and you'll see the frame drops happening right now. But this one, in terms of the frame drops, Fraps has been giving me problems, but OBS just couldn't handle this game, and NVIDIA Shadowplay, I don't know what it was doing with the microphone. Alright, so this is the simple puzzle. So we have this eye here. It's like Legend of Zelda. It's like, oh, open the door with this eye. Well, I know I have a light beam, and I've got this crystal here. Echo Lume. Ah, okay, so I need to find the right mirror. There we go. Some puzzles are very simple, and that one, you need to look around a little bit, but it's pretty simple and pretty straightforward. Not all of them are like that, and I'm going to show you this next one to show you exactly what I'm talking about. Alright, we're going to go down here. There is fall damage, so be careful with that. That is a magic, like, sort of absorber, so if I do something like Echo Lume, it won't let me do it. Alright, so we're going to go down here, and we're going to notice that this portion is blocked off. We won't be able to get through here yet. We need a specific telekinesis spell that we'll get very much later on. Alright, so what's this? Oh, Mark of Command. I know it's the Mark of Command, but now you can see it's the Mark of Command. But I can't do anything with that. So obviously what I need to do is over here. That was weird. Interesting sound effect, but okay. Lume Tiao. Alright, looking over here. Oh, my journal's been updated. It seems like a kind of altar, the kind they use to perform strange rituals in front of. I don't know how to use it. I need to pay attention to the descriptions that I find. Now, I never found this description, and that's part of the game's sort of calibration problem, in terms of you will be exploring, you will be looking around for things that you need to understand. But remember how I came into this room in terms of the sound effect? I wonder what happens. Okay, so there's an eye looking at me. Maybe it doesn't want me to look at it. Hold on. Okay. Music's getting louder. Okay. I see. So it wants me to not look at the eye up until I get here. Then look at the eye. Okay. Come on. I know this is the way to do it because I've played this part before. Do I just stare at it for a while? Yep. I do stare at it for a while, and then I'm getting sleepy, and I go into this alternate world. Now, for the sake of YouTube, and the sake of I don't really want to strike on my channel, we will be censoring a certain portion of this as we go along here. We have a deity that's, yeah, we gotta keep that with this family friendly. She's gonna teach us a source of truth. What would be the source of truth we need? Well, maybe that mark of command. Yeah, it's the mark of command. I'm being facetious here. How you were able to figure that out otherwise? I figured it out via the sound, and I love the fact that I was able to figure that out. I'm assuming there's something that I need to read that I could not find, but that would hint to me that maybe I don't need to look at the eye. Maybe the eye is a problem. So she's going to pronounce, she's going to ask me TLO Doc. TLO Doc? Okay. TLO Doc. There we go. It does do a very good job if you're just saying things and then don't only say that but something else, that it won't, you know, accept it. So now that I've got that, we'll go over here. TLO Doc. And we will use that to open this up. Lume Tial. There we go. And that's a save point. I know that there's a story element back here that I can get, but there's not much else I can do in this room. The thing is, and one of the negatives I have about this game, is that there's a lot of backtracking. You see, I actually have to go where I got the second spell now in order to progress. And I hit a certain wall there that I didn't realize that I hit up until I went back there and sort of searched around to figure out where to go next. Because the game, unfortunately, does a bad job of sometimes guiding you to where you need to go. Some people will like the exploration part of it. I think it took it one step too far personally, but some people will enjoy that. You are a wizard. You're supposed to be surviving on your wits more than anything else. All right, we will wait for this guy to come back down. We will not miss this like in the last attempt, wasting a bunch of time. Oh, the frame rate. The frame rate. It's having issues. Okay, nope, and I'm gonna die. Oh, no, I'm not. There is falling damage, but I guess like, along that, you know, smooth wall, it sort of takes some of that off at that point. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I'm just so interested in the clunky frame rate with the fraps on, by the way. All right, here we go. We're moving along. We are looking for this next section. Echo Lume. Echo Lume. Echo Lume. There we go. Sometimes it takes a little bit, especially if you've got like a sore throat, for example. I'm just gonna run by them because I'm not gonna bother with them. I've got enough health. All right, we have these little platforming sections that can feel at times to be completely unnecessary, but I guess it keeps your attention for a little bit. Nah, no. Okay, good. All right, we are going back there just to prove a point about the game. I know this is a little bit boring sections here. Now, like I said, the recording software, OBS, like, just failed to record it graphically. It would just do it, like, at a really low resolution. And then with NVIDIA Shadowplay, it, like, the audio quality just, like, just all of a sudden just, you know, hit the floor. Like, it sounded like I was, like, you know, pronouncing it through, I don't know exactly what. Let's see here. I think I want to go this way. No, is this what I want to be? No, this is not where I want to be. Lume Tiao. Get a light spell up in here. Try to figure out where I need to go next. I think I've gotten turned around a couple times here. Because, yeah, that's the first spell, so... It's very easy to get lost in the game. Again, I would love to see... There are maps along the walls, but I would love to see, especially with some of the elements of this game, I would have loved to see an in-game map. Lume Tiao. Alright, I think I need to go this way. Okay, so that's the entrance. Man, I even when doing this 5 or 6 times, you can still get lost. And I don't know, I feel like that it adds to the ambiance, but it also really makes it frustrating. Okay, this is where I need to be. So you need the first light spell to get through here. Run through this section. Alright. Lume Tiao? I don't know why you need those magic portions at certain points, especially with the lighting sections. Alright, so we have this beautiful room here where we got the second spell. And again, this is where the backtracking and the sort of misdirection comes in with the game, which can be really annoying. Again, love the lighting, love the artwork, love the just sort of presentation in itself is where the strongest element of this game lies. The ability to use music in the right moments, the microphone interaction. It does do a good job of that. Alright, jumping over 1, 2, and we'll need to make this the third. Echo Lume. We'll need to get these rocks in there, so we will use this light spell to move these rocks appropriately. Alright, there we go. Nose is itching. This is unfortunately a bad time for that to happen. Okay, come on. There we go. All 3, and so I can use these to make myself a path. And this path will lead me... Echo Lume. You guys stay back. Stay back. I do not want bugs. I am bug-free at the moment. You know what? Screw you all. I'll get the health and just run by you. Alright, so we get to this room. And this room is very interesting. The thing is the game wants you to be an explorer. And this is where the people match comes in. So like, for example, you notice this map. Okay. You notice the light. You notice like, okay, this obviously fell off of there with the destroyed portion. But you want to look at what is out of the ordinary. Well, this one light seems out of the ordinary. It's the only one on the ground. You got these other ones not lit up. Okay, so what is it looking at? Oh. You see, I never noticed that the first time around. And even if I did, what would it have meant to me? Well, it means something to me now. TLO Doc. Ah, so it makes the bridge now. You see, that's where the game's strength and weakness comes in. Now that I know what I'm doing, perfect. All right, that's cool. That was interesting. It showed me where I needed to go. But on the other hand, I came to this part and kept on looking for something that in the mind at that time didn't make a lot of sense. It didn't really help me at that point. So that's where I have to stop and tell you guys that this game will work for people who like exploring. Those people who want to be wizards and want to use their intellect. But for people who want action and for people who want more than that, it's not going to work for you. Alright, this is Dragnix signing out. I hope you got an understanding of where in Verbis Virtus' strengths lie, and I will see you all later. Hey, thanks for watching. If you have a chance, leave some feedback and comments below. If you liked the video, hit that like button. And if you want more content like this, hit that subscribe button. This is Dragnix signing off, hoping that gaming brings as much fun to you as it does for me.